Hello and welcome to Express News. In the next half an hour, we'll get you all the latest news and updates. My name is Abhishek Mahajan. We'll start with our top story. There has been a major breakthrough in India-China LAC disengagement. According to defense sources, disengagement between India and China has completed at Depsang and Demchok. India and Chinese Army will exchange sweets at the LAC on Wednesday on the occasion of Diwali. Ground commanders from both sides meeting regularly. Border patrolling to start soon. India's Commerce and Industry Minister Piyush Goyal is visiting Saudi Arabia to explore new avenues of economic cooperation. During the visit, the minister inaugurated the Lulu Wali Diwali at the Lulu hypermarket in Riyadh. Wishing Diwali to everyone, he highlighted the role of Indian diaspora in preserving the country's traditions and enriching Saudi Arabia's cultural landscape. Ahead of Ladakh's Foundation Day on October 31st, President of India Draupadi Murmu on Wednesday witnessed a cultural performance by the artists of Ladakh. The Union Territory will celebrate its 6th UT Foundation Day on Thursday. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi is on a two-day visit to Gujarat. PM inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of various infrastructural and development projects in Ekta Nagar on Wednesday. The Indian Prime Minister will offer a floral tribute at the Statue of Unity, which will be followed by Rashtriya Ekta Divas celebrations on 31st October, that is Thursday. In a boost to the oil marketing companies, India's Minister for Petroleum and Natural Gas Hardeep Singh Puri welcomed the announcement of increase in the dealer commission for petrol pump dealers. Ahead of the festival of Diwali in India, the BSE Sensex shed 426.85 points to settle at 79,942. Mirroring the Sensex, the Nifty 50 ended lower by 125.99 points to 24,340.85. The Indian rupee fell 4 paise to close at 84.09 against the US dollar. As UPI-based digital payments surge, India's central bank has said that debit card-based transactions dropped almost 8% from nearly 43,350 crore rupees in August to about rupees 39,920 crore in September. Gold prices experienced a slight increase on Wednesday. The cost of 24-carat gold is rupees 8,063.3 per gram, reflecting an increase of rupees 670. Silver price today in Delhi is 1,02,200 per kg, which is slightly more than the previous day's silver rate, which was 1,01,000 per kg. Oil prices held steady near one-month lows on Wednesday after sliding in the previous two sessions as markets weighed a potential ceasefire between Israel and Hezbollah and rising OPEC Plus crude supplies. Brent crude futures gained 38 cents or 0.5% to $71.50 a barrel. US West Texas Intermediate crude futures edged up 35 cents or 0.5% to $67.56 per barrel. Asia Pacific markets were mostly down Wednesday after key Wall Street benchmarks rose overnight, with the Nasdaq Composite closing at a record high as tech stocks gained. Traders in Asia says consumer price data out of Australia, with headline inflation for the September quarter rising 2.8% year-on-year, the lowest since the first quarter of 2021. Australia's S&P ASX 200 ended the day down 0.83% to reach 8,180.4. Meanwhile, China is considering approving next week over $1.4 trillion in extra debt to stimulate its economy over the next few years. Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index was down 1.65% at 20,358, while China's CSI 300 closed 0.90% lower to end at 3,889.45. Japan's Nikkei 225 rose 0.96% to end the day at 39,277.39. The Topix advanced 0.81% to close at 2,703.72. South Korea's Kospi fell 0.92% to 2,593.79, while the small cap Kosdaq dropped 0.80% to 738.19. The Eurozone economy grew more than expected in the third quarter as Germany defied expectations and dodged a recession. The EU's official data agency said the 20-country single currency zone recorded growth of 0.4% over the July-September period. The European Union has imposed hefty extra tariffs up to 35.3% on Chinese-made electric cars after an anti-subsidy probe concluded Beijing's support undercut European automakers. The EU has set out extra tariffs ranging from 7.8% for Tesla, while 35.3% for China's SAIC, that two on top of the EU standard 10% car import duty, making it over 45% for China. The China Chamber of Commerce to the EU said it was profoundly disappointed by the protectionist and arbitrary EU measures. Google's parent company Alphabet reported robust third-quarter results, with revenue climbing 15% year-over-year to $88.3 billion. Google's net income surged 34% to $26.3 billion, while earnings per share increased 37% to $2.12. The Israeli army released a video with a caption saying its fighter jets attacked more than 100 terrorist targets during the day and eliminated dozens of terrorists of the terrorist organization Hezbollah throughout Lebanon. The United States has expressed concern about the loss of lives in an Israeli strike on a residential building in northern Gaza. At least 93 people were killed and several reported missing after the strike hit Beit Lahia city on Tuesday. The Israeli military has been operating in northern Gaza in recent days, targeting Hamas. The Israeli military acknowledged reports of civilians harmed in the airstrike, stating that the details of the incident were under investigation. U.S. State Department spokesperson Matthew Miller said U.S. officials had reached out to the government of Israel to ask what happened, adding he could not speak about the total death toll. Meanwhile, in Lebanon, Hezbollah has named Naim Qassem as its new leader. However, Israel said his tenure would be temporary. An apparent threat from it killed his predecessor Hassan Nasrallah in Beirut last month. Israel's military chief has warned Iran to stand down from any retaliation for Israel's airstrikes near Tehran last week, which followed an Iranian missile barrage on October 1st. Israel's security cabinet discussed terms of a truce with Hezbollah in South Lebanon, where Israeli troops are conducting a ground offensive, as per Energy Minister Eli Cohen. As Russia continues its military operation in Ukraine, an overnight Russian drone attack on Kiev injured about 9 people as Moscow steps up aerial retaliations on the Ukrainian capital. Both Russia and Ukraine have been attacking each other amid the conflict. Ukraine launched an overnight drone strike on Russia on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Russia's air defense unit destroyed 23 Ukrainian drones. Russia also conducted retaliatory airstrikes on Ukraine. Ukraine also claims to have destroyed 33 of the 62 Russian drones. The Globe and Mail have reported that top Canadian officials have admitted to leaking details about its so-called investigation into the killing of Khalistani terrorist Hardeep Singh Nijjar to a US daily, The Washington Post. According to the Globe and Mail report, Natalie Drouin, who is Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's national security and intelligence advisor, has confirmed she leaked sensitive information. In the latest, US mediators are reportedly working on a 60-day ceasefire proposal to de-escalate tensions between the Israeli army and the Lebanese armed group Hezbollah in West Asia. The 60-day truce period of 2 months would be used to finalize full implementation of United Nations Security Council Resolution 1701 to keep southern Lebanon free of arms outside state control. North Korean Foreign Minister Cho Son-hui will hold strategic consultations in Moscow with her Russian counterpart Sergei Lavrov. Russia's foreign ministry said North Korean Minister Hui is on her way to Moscow and that details of her talks with Lavrov, including the exact timing, would be released later. US President Joe Biden has expressed concerns about the presence of North Korean troops in Russia, saying that Ukraine should strike back if the troops cross into the country. While Pentagon spokesperson Patrick Ryder said that a relatively small number of North Korean troops were already present in the Kursk region. Another update from the US as President Joe Biden is facing criticism after an attempt to call out racist remarks by a speaker at a campaign rally for Donald Trump backfired on Tuesday, allowing Trump and other Republicans to accuse Biden of calling their supporters garbage. Time now for a very short break. On the other side, more stories. Keep watching Express News.
Who will be the next president of United States of America?
Will Donald Trump make a dramatic comeback, or will Kamala Harris become America's first woman president?
It's a tight race to the White House.
The knives are out and the battle lines sharply drawn.
He's becoming increasingly unstable and unhinged.
She's a threat to democracy because she shouldn't even be the candidate.
I'm Amritpal Singh.
I'm Shubhendu Ghosh.
We travel across the United States
To decode the issues at the heart of this polarized election.
Watch this space only on DD India.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News. I'm Abhishek Mahajan. Some more stories. Colombia at the UN COP16 biodiversity talks on Tuesday launched a coalition with 20 other countries seeking to make peace with nature. The coalition includes countries from 4 continents, including Mexico, Sweden, Uganda and Chile, although none from Asia Pacific. Speaking at the UN Convention on Biological Diversity in Colombia, UN Chief Antonio Guterres called for urgent action to protect the environment and life on Earth. Heavy rains across southeastern Spain have caused severe flash floods, leading authorities to urge residents to stay home. Valencia is under red alert with a high-level warning in parts of Andalusia, where a train derailed from intense rainfall. Search and rescue operations are underway as military unit rescues people as several bodies found in flood-hit areas of southeast Spain. Taiwan is preparing for Typhoon Kangray, expected to make landfall on its eastern coast on Thursday. The powerful storm, with gusts exceeding 230 km per hour, is forecasted to bring torrential rain and high winds, especially in Taitung County. Severe weather and heavy rains have caused widespread flooding across West Africa, displacing millions and resulting in numerous casualties. Experts have reviewed these extreme conditions to the ongoing impact of climate change. To reduce such events, scientists stress the need to limit greenhouse gas emissions. An array of classic horror movie posters is set to go under the hammer at a Halloween auction in the UK this Thursday. The auction features quad posters from iconic horror films including the Dracula franchise, A Nightmare on Elm Street, Carry On Screaming, Friday the 13th and The Wicker Man, among others. In New York's Times Square, 3 new sculptures have been installed ahead of the annual Day of the Dead celebration in the coming days. The 3 statues are colorful representations of the Mexican holiday Dia de los Muertos, when, according to beliefs, the dead return to Earth to visit their loved ones. Halloween came early for London Zoo's Asiatic lions and meerkats as they were given spooky treats to play with. Hello Kitty, the cute enigmatic character that adorns everything from handbags to rice cookers, turns 50 on Friday. Fans in London previewed the upcoming Indiana Jones video game set for a December 9 release. Titled Indiana Jones at the Great Circle, the game is a collaboration between Machine Games and Lucasfilm Games. Stockholm has introduced a fully electric hydrofoil ferry that hovers a meter above water, connecting the city centre to Akero. The 30-passenger vessel aims to replace the traditional ferry line. The eco-friendly ferry provides a glimpse into the future of sustainable urban transit. The Jump Like a Pharaoh International Skydiving Festival returned for its 7th year on Tuesday. According to organizers, the International Skydiving Festival brought nearly 200 skydivers from 34 countries to perform 1,000 jumps over Egypt's iconic Giza pyramids. The international festival has nearly doubled in participants each year, according to the founder of the festival. Dubai is gearing up for Diwali with grand celebrations planned across major venues. Skilled artisans are crafting a spectacular 5-8-meter Rangoli installation in front of the main stage of the Global Village, one of Dubai's premier cultural destinations. The Uttar Pradesh government is all set to attempt a Guinness World Record by trying to light over 28 lakh earthen lamps in Ayodhya on the occasion of Deepotsav. For Deep Mahotsav, Ayodhya, the birthplace of Lord Ram, gets lit up with dazzling display of diyas every year, marking the return of Lord Ram to Ayodhya after his exile and victory over Ravan. Celebrities from the worlds of film, music and sports came together in New York on Monday for the CFDA ceremony at the Museum of Natural History. The powerful cast of Silo attended the London premiere of the second season of the science fiction series. The dystopian drama is based on the Silo science fiction book series by American author Hugh Howley. Academy Award winner Ke Huy Quan is all set to star in Fairy Tale in New York, an action thriller directed by Jalmari Hillander. The trailer of Daniel Craig and Drew Starkey's starrer film Queer has been released based on the semi-autobiographical novel by William Burroughs. The movie is set in Mexico City during the 1940s. The globally acclaimed pop rock band Maroon 5 will perform in Mumbai for the very first time on December 3rd this year. Oscar-nominated actor Terry Gad, known for her works in films like Young Frankenstein and Tootsie, has passed away aged 79 in Los Angeles. The trailer of Pratik Patil Babbar and Sayani Gupta starrer Khwabon Ka Jhamela has been unveiled. The upcoming Anil Kapoor starrer movie Subedar has gone into production. The film is an action drama and stars Anil Kapoor in the titular role. Prime Video has officially announced season 4 of its popular and much awaited series Panchayat. Prime Video said that the cast has already started filming for the new season of the show. Bollywood superstar Ajay Devgan's nephew Aman Devgan and Bollywood actress Raveena Tandon's daughter Rasha Thadani are set to share the screen with Ajay in the upcoming movie Azad, directed by Abhishek Kapoor. The Netflix documentary Nayanthara Beyond the Fairy Tale has finally been given a release date by the streaming platform 2 years after being announced. Producer Dinesh Vijan's Maddock Films has delivered hit horror comedies like Stree, Stree 2 and Munjia. The shared universe, which also includes Bhedia and Ruhi, is set to expand with a new film starring Ayushmann Khurrana and Rashmika Mandhana titled Thama. The film will be released next year. Journalists and politicians in Brazil have criticized Rodri being voted the winner of the Ballon d'Or ahead of Vinicius Jr. Brazilian news commentators described the decision as unjust and retaliatory. Manchester City manager Pep Guardiola insisted that Rodri was a worthy winner, insisting no elite group has decided that Rodri should be crowned the world's best footballer. Sporting CP manager Ruben Amorim is tight-lipped on becoming the next manager of Manchester United. Amorim emerged as a front-runner soon after Ten Hag's sacking. Al Ahly's past Asian champion Al Ain 3-0 at the Cairo International Stadium to advance in the FIFA Intercontinental Cup. IPL fans are waiting for the announcement of the players' retentions for upcoming edition of the Indian Premier League. BCCI has set a deadline till October 31st to finalise their retentions. West Indies announced the 15-man squad for the one-day international series against England. The 3-match ODI series begins in Antigua on Thursday. Cricket Australia has extended Andrew McDonald's contract as coach until the end of 2027, following his successful World Cup campaigns with the team. Indian tennis star Rohan Bopanna and his Australian partner Matthew Ebden have qualified for the men's doubles event at the ATP Finals 2024. World number 1 Yannick Sinner has withdrawn from the Paris Masters due to illness. He has been replaced by Frenchman Arthur Cazaux in the draw. World number 2 Carlos Alcaraz opened his account at the Paris Masters with a convincing 7-5, 6-1 victory over Nicolas Jarry. Well, that's all we have in this edition of Express News. You stay tuned for more news and updates. Namaskar.